All right, guys, the day is ticking away, and I want to make a video real quick before it gets too dark. I want to talk to you about the comments that people make to you about your beard, both good and bad, positive and negative. It's a discussion that we need to have, because if you're starting off your beard journey and you have this preconceived notion that everyone's going to think that your beard is as cool as you do, you'd be wrong about that. But there are very nice comments that are made by people, both men and women, and there are also very negative ones. Now, I will say that men, by and large, do not make negative comments, okay? Because men know that unless you're a real close friend, you can't get away with just being mean to other men. You just can't do it, right? You know you're going to end up in a fight. And men just typically don't want to fight other people unless they have to. It's like, you don't want to fight unless you're trying to save your own life or the life of someone else, or, you don't want to be cast in a bad light. So you just don't go running your mouth all willy-nilly, right? But when a man is mean, when a man has negative remarks to make about your beard, it's usually going to be online. It's going to be in the comment section of videos, and all the bearded YouTubers have experienced this. And what I've seen mostly is you're just growing your beard out because you think it makes you more manly. It's usually more laden with different vocabulary than that, which I don't really want to repeat. But this is what they'll say. My retort to this is, well, growing a beard is just a natural consequence of being a man. It's not the other way around. We don't try to be men by growing a beard. It's just a natural consequence of being a man. So what's your excuse? What's your excuse? That's really all there is to it. I mean, he's just taking off. Why is he just taking off what God naturally gave him all the time? It's his choice. I really don't care. Clean-shaven faces are nice too, but why would we harp on anybody about that? Should we think that men are trying to be more ladylike because they're shaving their faces? Well, some people would say yes, but I think that's wrong too, and we shouldn't be making those remarks. However, let's talk about women, because this is working really smart for a guy. And there was a time in the early days of beard growth it bothered me if a woman felt free to say something negative about my beard, because I was a little taken aback initially. I don't care anymore. I laugh it off. I literally laugh it off because I know how to think of it now. But in the early days of growing my beard, I was really taken aback because I was like, oh gosh, I guess women don't really like beards as much as I thought. And I can't believe they're talking to me like this, because I couldn't talk to them like that. There was a whole lot of mixed thoughts and feelings about it. And I didn't know how to take it, but after a while, I did. So here I am offering you guys forewarning that not all women will like your beards, and trust me, they will let you know they don't mind. They feel very comfortable, in fact. And I guess that's what's so disconcerting about the whole thing, is that they feel comfortable with doing it like it's just old hat, right? I've talked to my wife about this before, and I think it's because women are typically mean to other women. They're very critical to other women, and maybe it's just a natural thing they do even with men. I know that wives feel comfortable doing it with their husbands, and maybe to some degree, that's okay. But why would strange women you don't know, feel very free to tell you what they think about your beard if they don't like it? I don't know. But here are some of the things that I have heard over time. And in some cases, in a few cases here, I'll tell you how I respond. So here you go. Well, they'll just tell you that in general, they don't like beards. Well, that's okay, because we can't like everything. And men certainly don't like everything about every woman. Some men prefer petite women. Some men prefer larger women. Some men prefer long hair, short hair. Some with no makeup, some with a lot of makeup. It just really depends. So it's okay to not like beards, but why would they just come out? And I'm serious when I say that women, for absolutely no reason whatsoever, for no reason, will just turn around and say, I really don't like beards. I was at the DMV one time, and I was about to get my picture taken. The lady there, she goes, she looked at my picture, she goes, I don't like beards. You should shave that off. Just out of the blue. I wasn't having a conversation with her about it. She just blurted it right out. First of all, why would I care what you think? And I have no stake in any kind of relationship with you, so I don't say all that to them. I'm just kind of like, okay, that's a little odd. Here's the thing. When a woman will feel free to just make comments about you like that, be thankful. Be thankful. Just be thankful that she's not your mother, your wife, or your girlfriend. You know, because that's, if she can do that to a stranger, can you imagine what she does to the people that she claims she loves? Okay? Moving forward, she might not say, I don't like beards. She might say, I don't like big beards. Like, a lot of women would consider this a big beard. And I guess maybe. So they say it's just too much. Well, too much in contrast to what? Or for what? Well, they mean for them. Well, that's okay. That's okay too. But is that meant to try to get me to trim it down? And here's the thing. A lot of you guys are going to feel swayed to make a move with your beard. You're gonna feel swayed to trim it one way or another if a woman tells you, I don't like your beard like that, whether it's big or whether it's the shape, and you might feel compelled to go home and do something different with it, because I know I have felt this way before myself. What I want to say to you is, don't do that. Wait it out. Because here's the thing. If you knew that person more personally, you wouldn't even care. And then after you get done trimming it or shaving it off, you'll look back at pictures and think to yourself, I really didn't look that bad. I really like that beard and I miss it now. Okay? So don't make a move. Don't make any sudden moves. Or they might say, I don't like your beard. They make it more personal, much more personal. They don't know you. I just don't understand why any woman would do that, because we couldn't do that to a woman, could we? I don't like your hair. I don't like your blouse or your skirt or your outfit. And they would take it very personal. Now, if you told women how, if you spoke to a woman about this conversation that we're having right now about beards, they would say, you're too sensitive. Well, no, it's just making a common sense observation that people who don't know each other don't really have a right to just say everything they think, you know, without any regard for someone else's feelings. Now, you as men, don't let your feelings be hurt. Okay? Be tougher than that, because and I don't want anybody making negative comments about other men who've taken things personally down in my comment section. Okay? Because if it's something's happening to you for the first time, you're just simply going to be shocked. And so just understand that's going to happen. It's okay that it happens, and be thankful that these women have let you know what kind of person they are. Be thankful it's not your mother or your wife or your girlfriend. Okay, so then I've heard women on numerous occasions tell me, look right at me, and say this: because of me, I could never kiss a man with a beard. You know what I say? That means it's working. Thank you very much. That means it's working. You know, another thing you could say, you know, actually, this is something you could do. This is at the point where you clasp your fingers together, interlock them like this, okay? Grasp your hands together. You look upwards and you say, thank you, Jesus. And then you press your lips to your fingers like this. You close your eyes and you assume the humble, prayerful posture of a praying man, being thankful to the good Lord above. And they'll get the message very clearly. Just, thank you, Jesus. See? They'll get it. You know, another thing you could do, too, is when a woman is saying this, be very kind about it. Every once in a while you're making eye contact with her, as she's saying this, just let your eyes float to the top, to her hairline, and back down. Do that a couple times. Make sure she sees you doing that. And then she's be like, what? What? Oh, nothing. 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 But keep doing it. Just let your eyes float, but let her catch your eyes floating back and forth through her hairline. And then when she insists on knowing what you're doing, you just go, you know what? No, it's the hair. It's the hair. It's just not right. It's just not right. I love doing this. I love doing this to people because it really knocks them off their pins. Give it a try. Okay, so when I was at Glory Days today, and this is the next thing they say. When I was at Glory Days today, this woman told me our server, she took our order, she brought back the margarita and my wife's sangria to the table. She sat down at the table and she asked me, she goes, looked directly at me and she goes, would you like me to take a picture of you with your drink? No, I don't do that. I don't do selfies with drinks and food and stuff like that. And she goes, well, would you like me to take a picture of you and your wife together? I'm like, and I was just joking. And I go, no, that's okay, because she'll just cut me out of the picture later on anyway. And she goes, you know what she said? She goes, well, I can see why with that beard and everything. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of funny. And then she made another comment about I go, oh, I guess you really don't like beards. She goes, do you know how dirty beards are? I can never be with a man with a beard because beards have so many germs, so much bacteria in them. And I go, do you really think so? Why do you think that? Well, you know, look it up, Google it, you know. And I go, why would a man's beard be any dirtier than the hair on a woman's head? And my wife kind of piped up and she said, and not attacking me, but she was just kind of offering a suggestion. She goes, well, maybe it's because food comes in contact with the beard. And I go, well, but that's assuming that we don't take care of our beard and that we don't clean ourselves, but we do. I said, maybe not all men do, but the men I know, men like you, men like me, we put nice products in our beard. We style our beards. We take very good care of our beards. We take a lot of pride in it. I said, so if you knew as much about beards as I do, you probably wouldn't be saying that. She goes, no, they're dirty. They're just dirty. That's really odd. That's really odd that, so now she was kind of joking about it, but I know she meant what she said. And I was a little surprised that she felt that comfortable in a serving position doing that. I wouldn't have done that. I know how to take it. I joked around with her about it, and at the end of our meal, when I signed the check and everything, I put a little note down there that says, "I thank you for your service, and the 2 squirrels that live in my beard do likewise." So anyway, that's how I handle that. The other thing that women will say is, "You need to shave that off." Why? For who? What would it do? I just here's the thing. The reason why I'm saying this is because, like I said before, you may feel compelled to go home and do just that. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it, because here's the reason why. I've said that these women will say negative things, but there's a lot of women out there that really like beards, and the women that like them a lot. And if a woman tells you, and you will get this, if a woman tells you, "I really like your beard," you'll notice that she looks at it not once, not twice, but 3 or 4 times. And it's a real turn on for her, whether she just appreciates it aesthetically or it just turns her on. Okay? I've had a woman come up to me and ask me if she could smell my beard. Another place I was in a store, this woman that worked at the store told me, she goes, "That beard right there is everything." Okay? And then there's another woman that right in front of my wife the other day, she told, I guess she was talking to me, but I didn't hear her because it was busy in the store. And she says, "I really, really like your beard." So guys, women will respond positively to your beard, but some will respond negatively to them. Don't act on it. Just kind of be humorous about it. Make a funny comment and just laugh about it. But don't act on it. Just take it in stride. All right, guys. These are just things that need to be said because it will happen. But I got to get going. It is getting dark out here. It's going to compromise the quality of the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you check the description box below. Share this with somebody else. And if you haven't liked or subscribed to this video, please make sure you do that. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.